And welcome to Green Acres Live, the TV show about the 70s where we talk about farming and, wait, is that the right show?
No,
Wrong show.
Wrong show.
What is this called?
This is Green Addicts.
Right, this is Green Addicts Live.
Green
Exactly what I meant. I had that song stuck in my head, like Green Addicts is the place to be. All right, maybe we won't do that. It's Green Addicts Live. I am Richie Witt, your host, Bradley Crenshaw, Russ Lewis, eco-friendly and energy-efficient co-owners of Green Addicts. Welcome to your podcast.
Thank you.
Did you ever, growing up, think, if one day I could just only have my own podcast, I'll make it?
You know, I absolutely. That was always a dream. I could smell it, taste it, feel it the moment.
At what age? I think you should have invented podcasts.
Yeah, it's around 12.
There you go. Yeah, you're cutting edge. All right, before we dive into episode 1 of Green Addicts, let me tell you about where I come from so you can kind of educate me. I recycle cans, of course. I'm conscious. I ride a bicycle instead of drive when I can. Help the environment, but my attic is just a hot place that collects dust and junk and old paintings and stuff. What do you guys do with attics that makes them green?
Well, I mean, it really begins with what we call our CPR. You know, I go out
What's
there
a
and
CPR for some of us?
CPR is a certified performance report.
Okay.
You've probably heard the term energy audit. This is like an energy audit on steroids.
Okay.
We come in and we're not just gonna come in and take a look. I want to come in and see really what does your home need on the whole, like as a whole house basis. So it comes down to lifestyle. You know, what your own plan is for how long you can live in the house. You know, I mean, there's a whole lot that comes together to bring the facts together and actually look at it from a whole house perspective. So that's where it begins.
Right.
But then it goes into, I mean, making the house more efficient, more clean as far as air leakage. There's layers and layers deep here we can get into.
And certainly, Bradley, it's not just attics; it's the whole house. It's actually your whole lifestyle.
It is. So, I mean, not only do we specialize in the attic space, whether that be through insulation CPRs, but we also handle all of your HVAC services, windows. So we pretty much handle all the efficiencies in the home, as well as we teach in our office efficiency in life, as well as in business. So just planning, being prepared before the day comes, that's crucial. So I have this saying around the office that I say all the time.
I better write this down.
So it's, do you wake up every day like Arnold Schwarzenegger, ready to just firing away, hoping you hit something? Or do you wake up every day like Jason Bourne, dialed in, ready to go? And so that comes in preparing and planning the day before for the week, or the week before for the week. So, yeah, so we do a little bit of it all.
I think we're going to get into how you prepare for the week, and we'll get into that, and then we'll get into your, don't you look at me like that. We're going to get into how you don't prepare for the week. So it's Green Addicts Live. Again, it's Russ Lewis. It's Bradley Crenshaw. I'm your host, Richie Witt. Before we get into kind of what the show is going to be about, let's learn about you knuckleheads, because the gist of this show, the introductory show, is who are you guys and why should I trust you? Yeah. So give me kind of your background. How did you get to Green Addicts Live? Your background, I guess, was in construction.
Yeah, actually, I've got the background did come from construction, doing a lot of home renovating and things like that. Got into this industry with another company, and then came an opportunity to really branch out and get it going on my own. And
why construction? Why not baseball or art or?
It came natural.
Really?
It really comes down to the details. Even other parts of construction that I would do, I used to do some trim carpentry, and a lot of people try and stay away from trim carpentry because everything's exposed.
I know I do. I totally stay away from
yeah. Well, so in all seriousness, man, I mean, when those points come together, it needs to be right on.
It's got to be flush.
It needs to be flush because that's what gives it that seamless look.
Yep.
So that kind of detail is the level of detail that I like to apply to business,
Gotcha.
and so that's kind of where it started.
And ends being flush has exhausted my construction knowledge. So Bradley, what's your background? Were you a construction guy as well?
So, I mean, I've been around the energy efficiency business for 15 years. So I've actually been self-employed or an entrepreneur my entire life. I knew early on that me working for someone, I was never going to reach those goals. So that's my entrepreneur background. I own several businesses. I'll continue to grow those businesses and make everything efficient.
So you guys own Green Addicts and you want your own podcast. What's the Seinfeld show was about nothing. There's podcasts about sports and sewing and mindfulness. What is Green Addicts Live going to be about? What's the gist of the show?
So, I mean, we want to help and other business owners that are out there and also personal on the personal levels as well. Help people with their everyday life. I mean, there's things that people are always asking me, what's the silver bullet? And there's really not any silver bullet when it comes to efficiency or life or business in general. It's, get up and work. If you want something, get your tail up out of bed and go get it. Don't sit around waiting on somebody to hand you something.
I'm sensing a theme with Bradley. Sounds like he's like a ball buster.
Dialed in.
There you go, dialed in. So if I'm a business owner with a warehouse, or if I'm just a resident, I can call Green Attic. Go to greenaddicts.com. You can help me be more efficient.
Absolutely.
Save the planet, save the money. Is that kind of what we're going to do on the
Yeah,
show?
yeah. It really is about its savings, not just in money, in your life.
Yeah, very good. Let's talk about you guys a little bit more. So what do you do? I've done a little research. I'm a reporter by trade.
Oh,
So,
nice.
of course, I did some Googling. I had some sources. And it sounds like you're a gun guy and you're an outdoors guy. That doesn't shock me at all. You got the dirty beard going. So,
It's not dirty. I'm gonna tell you, this thing's very clean. I
That's what we
spend
call
more
salt and
time on
pepper.
this than I do on this.
we can never tell. All right. So what do you do in your free? You don't have. Well, your free time's probably very organized and
It is,
regimented. But
it
what
is.
do you do when you have that time?
So I love to fish. I love to hunt. If you could leave me in the woods and come back and pick me up days later, and I'd be just happy. So I enjoy being outside and being involved with nature, and it allows me not only to connect and recharge myself,
Yep.
but get connected to God and things along those lines. So I enjoy being out there.
And kind of get away from the rat race. You seem
Absolutely.
like everybody needs that.
It
right?
takes about 2 days once I get in the woods for my ears to start ringing.
Yeah.
Just due to all the commotion that goes on in the city.
Right.
But after 2 days, that ringing stops and it's nice and peaceful.
All right, let's take a look at some photos that we've dug up from you. This is you.
Oh yeah.
Appears to be fishing with a beard. Is that a clip-on beard, or have you had that beard forever?
I've had this beard. I've grown this beard now for about 2 years.
That's
and,
it. 2 years.
Just 2 years.
Wow, I thought you'd be born with it. Seriously.
He can grow that sucker in a week, man.
Is that right? So Russ, he's a fishing guy. You're also an outdoors guy.
Oh,
you're,
man.
you're a whitewater kayaker out here.
I love whitewater kayaking. I don't get to do it enough.
Right.
We don't really live in the epicenter
I was
of
about to say,
whitewater.
where do you just go off for the
Yeah.
day here in North Texas to go
Actually,
whitewater rafting?
the next place is going to be Oklahoma City. They made them a nice little.
Oh, is that right?
Nice little
Okay.
man-made place up there. Yeah. So I like to do that. I love going fishing, man. It's fly fishing.
There you go.
I'm just really getting my feet wet on it. No pun intended. But
And
I
where's
love
this? Where's this picture we're looking at? Where's that from?
it. That is
Looks
Little
like,
Mullis
might
Lake.
be Tyler. Look like East Texas,
Yeah.
right?
That was up in Colorado. Loved it, man.
That's
but
beautiful.
yeah, I just like to get out and enjoy it. And it could be plinking around on the guns, just
Yeah.
having a good time. It could be throwing a hook in the water. As long as I'm there, and really, man, if my kids can be with me, my wife,
Yep.
I mean, that's the top. That's the
Well,
pinnacle.
Bradley, can he be there?
He can go too. That's
Now,
all
do
right.
y'all
Yeah.
seriously? Y'all are both out. Y'all have a lot of similar. Obviously, business-wise, you guys connect.
Yeah.
But off the job, you like to be outdoors, like to fish. Do y'all spend a lot of social time together, or is that you keep those separate?
Well,
so you
we,
don't
we
drive each
also
other
live
crazy?
on we live on polar opposite ends of the metroplex. So I live in West Fort Worth, and he lives
Gotcha.
in Frisco.
Okay. But do y'all take trips together?
We've gone, yeah,
Yeah, we have.
yeah.
We have. We've been to the gun range. We go out and shoot together.
Okay. So
So,
y'all are almost not friends, but friendly.
I mean, I consider him a brother, not a
Yeah.
friend.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So let's talk about your partnership. How did you guys? You're both construction backgrounds. You have a lot in common. But how'd the first date go?
Funny enough, it wasn't with intention of any kind of partnership. There came a point in business where I thought, thinking I might hang up my hat and sell this company, and I wanted to sell it to Bradley, and I didn't agree with his price. So
Is that right?
Yeah.
So y'all haggled immediately.
well, and haggled a few times, and then several months later, I just ended up out of the blue getting a call from him. He said, "Hey, man, I'm either going to be your competition or we're going to partner up." So we pretty well began that way.
Interesting. Now,
Yeah.
was that your wink, wink? Was that your plan all along to slow play him and then come back and say I'm going to be your competition?
in business, you always want to take the patience approach.
Yeah.
Things always tend to work out that way. You just plant little seeds along the way, and you need to be patient.
Yeah.
Patience is the virtue. So I knew right away that I wanted to work with Russ.
What did you see in him immediately that said this is a guy that I
He's
want
just
to?
an honest, down to earth guy.
Yeah.
And I enjoy being around him. He's a great guy. and I knew I wanted to work with him, so I just knew I needed to take my time and be
Yeah,
patient.
you got to be an honest guy to wear a hat like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you just got that. Absolutely. All right, so I'm going to assume that your efficiency in your life, not just within business, but also in your personal life.
Yeah.
However, my industry sources, I'm going to call them, industry sources, tell me that your car looks like a suitcase packed for 2 weeks in Italy. Now, what's going on with your car, man?
Look, I wouldn't go so far as to say that.
Okay.
But I will
me
tell
I'm
you,
wrong.
Something may bite you in there.
Yeah, it is
Is
like
it a truck or your car?
It's a truck. It's a big old truck.
Personal
It's,
vehicle or work, or is it the same?
it's both. So
That's a problem right there.
It is. So I mean, it's a full on tool setup, man. Truck bed, back
It's a
seat.
mobile tool truck, toolkit.
I always be prepared, man. Boy Scout it. Okay. So, but it goes literally from, finishing the job, go home, take out the stuff out of the back seats, kid seats go in. So it's a multi-purpose little vehicle there. Yeah. I could definitely go for some more order.
Yeah, it's transform.
But
Yeah.
all kidding aside, but you can find what you want when you want out of that thing.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
probably memorized, right?
Oh yeah. No, I've got the toolboxes set up properly. So,
But it would
yeah.
drive you crazy.
It would drive me insane. But that's the way, that's the way a lot of people are. I mean, some people, that's the way they operate. If you
There's
put
there's a method to his
organized
madness.
chaos.
Yeah, there you go.
So yeah, absolutely. But no, I mean, I'm a very planning, organized guy.
Yep.
I go as far as to lay my clothes out for the week.
I wanted to get into that because some people that I know do Sundays are like meal prep.
Yes.
Sundays for you are like attire prep. Like you lay out
Absolutely.
your clothes for the week on Sunday.
I do. So I believe, and I've read that the human brain can only make so many decisions, and I don't want to waste mine on one day on what I'm going to wear. So I prepare the day before on Sunday.
That's true.
So that way, when I get up in the morning, I have these plastic tubs across the top of my closet. I grab what I need for the day. I put my gym clothes in my bag. Everything's packed, socks, everything. So shoes, and I'm ready to go. And I'm not
mean,
wasting a decision.
My mom did that for me when I was like 7, right? Like, here's your sock, because you'll forget to wear socks. But you do it for yourself.
I wish I could get my
lot
wife,
older
I
than
wish I could
7.
get my wife to.
You
to-
couldn't
to-
stand
to
that.
put
If your
it on
wife did
back.
it, you would
No.
you want control of that, right? Are you kidding?
Yeah, that'd be like you did not put that in there correctly.
So have you seen his closet? Have you seen the tubs?
Okay, so I've seen the pictures. Okay,
Only the pictures.
Oh,
okay.
and let me tell
Did
you,
it give you
they're-
anxiety just looking at it?
No, but I'll tell you, they're gleaming, man. I mean, you look at it and it looks like some serious order. Now, I'll even go so far as to say I'm fairly certain that he's got color coordination going on inside that closet.
Is that right?
I'm just saying.
Like all your stripes are turned the same way and
You
all
know,
that?
I try to put everything in order. The short sleeves are together, the long sleeves are together. So
I mean, there's something like almost odd couple-ish about that.
Yeah, a little bit, maybe.
Like y'all kind of fill in each
so.
other's gaps and keep each other a little bit balanced.
Yeah. I bring a little crazy to the
Yeah.
to the order of his life.
And he puts a little order and like corrals your crazy.
In all seriousness, yeah. I mean, because
Yeah.
seriously, I've been able to learn quite a bit about getting things in order. And everyone knows. Okay, get this thing in order. But if you don't have a plan and you don't really know how to get from point A to point B, well, that's just kind of a good idea.
Yeah.
So he really does. He's got a good way of planning things.
And it, the public, like I'm one way, but another customer may be another way. I guess you guys can kind of like if the certain customer comes in that's kind of has a crazy car and like it's all over the map, Russ, that's you. Take them. Or if they're really regimented, they're like Bradley, that's totally you. Do y'all like divvy it up and kind of
I haven't gone that route yet.
You
No.
haven't?
No, but I'd be open to it.
Russ, line one. We got somebody that has a really dirty truck bed that needs to
Yeah.
be efficient. All right, greenaddicts.com. Go to the website, and we're going to do episode 2 next week. And again, my slogan for you guys is get your ducks in a row. DUCTS. It's extremely corny, but I'm putting
somebody bring me a shotgun.
I'm putting that little R for registered trademark. Whenever y'all use that, you get to come see me about it.
Jeez, all right.
All right, it's Richie Witt, it's Bradley Crenshaw, it's Russ Lewis, it's Green Addicts Live. We'll see you for episode 2, same green time, same green channel. We're going with that? All right, see you.
Wait.